Hello, uh, ladies and gentlemen, Patreon patrons, YouTube subscribers, and anyone who just so happens to stumble across these videos. This is another edition and the conclusion of the Sketchbook Tour, continuation from last week's Sketchbook Tour, and I'm going to wrap this one up, so this video should be pretty quick. Anyway, let's see. Just find where we go. Okay, this is the page that we were on last week, so we'll just continue from here. And as you can see, there's a number 21, and if you've been following along, like sometimes in some of my sketchbooks I have the habit of like incorporating a number to like just a series of sketches. And this is back when I was like well, I guess one of the main reasons I was numbering these pages is just to illustrate that this is like the 21st day of just like filling a sketchbook, or like a page a day. And this is like one of the habits I was like forcing myself to get into, or just like just to get into the good practice of just drawing every day. And I would take a sketchbook and just fill a page a day and just number that page. So in this series of sketches, this would have been the 21st day of me just trying to fill up a page of sketches in the sketchbook. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, sweet. As you can see here, this is like, let's see, zoom in. Some like a warrior chick with guns, accompanied with some sort of fantasy ogre or troll or something. Yeah, sometimes I like to just illustrate just a pretty cool like design or something, just like no real backstory to it, but like if you look at an image, like just try to imagine some sort of like a huge epic like saga or story that goes along with it. Unfortunately, I'm just too scatterbrained in order to like just really focus in on one like one storyline or something. I'm hoping to release like a story sometime soon, but just trying to make these well, pay my bills first before I just dedicate a lot of time and energy into creating like a very elaborate project. And this is a project that well, not this project, but the project I have in mind to like create like this like a mini series type animated storyline. Anyway, going on. Whoa. Apologize for that. Okay, this is day 23. I forgot that was there. Let's see. What am I saying down here? Oh, so huge. I've never seen the number 23 in such a grand scale. Yeah. So, in taking this whole image into account, it's like the number 23 is behind her, and when I make the comment so huge, I'm referring to the number behind this this woman, and not her voluptuous assets. These ideas usually come to me when I'm half asleep and tired. Good night. Anyway, moving on. Alright, cool. So this would be image 24, I believe. And I don't know if you can see here, but the number 24 is at the bottom of her shoe. And this is like just a sexy chick wielding this huge cleaver type weapon and just facing off with a big ass dragon. And I guess as a continuation, of that idea. Just drawing it out in like a comic book format. The big ass dragon just flying at this thing, ready to chop its face off. Pretty cool. And I think this is the same character again, but she's drawing in her sketchbook, and there's the number 26. So this is the 26th sketch in this series of daily sketches or doodles. There's 27 right there. Now, this is somewhat reminiscent of a Ghost in the Shell scene. You have like a woman who's decked out with not much body armor, I have to say, but a shotgun and like this huge like mecha type machine just hunting her down, and she's hiding here behind the pillar. And it's just like a really rough sketch of some lady in a post-apocalyptic world just wielding a minigun. And on this page, just a lot of figure studies, form studies. As you can tell, I really like drawing the ladies, so I just draw them as much as I can, as often as I can. And that's why I'm so good or decent at drawing sexy women. And here we have male studies. Ladies, for the ladies out there. He's got a this dude's got a nice tight butt, I guess, if any women want to comment. Very muscular form. And of course, like, these are pretty old sketches, so like being the artist I am now, I can see a lot of flaws in several of these sketches. But you know, it's just interesting to just look back on like a lot of the old sketches and just seeing like how far like I've come as an artist. But yeah, just slightly embarrassing and somewhat humbling, just knowing that this wasn't too long ago. If I remember, this was dated back maybe 2006. This sketchbook, so it's only been a little over a decade. But then that does seem like a pretty long time. But I guess it's all relative. And oh, this is a little sketch of me back when I had short hair, my favorite cap, and I still have this jacket, which I still wear pretty often, even though it's like over 100 degrees right now in Vegas. I still sport that jacket every now and then. And yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook. And thus concludes another sketchbook tour with me, Johnston Blackhorse. And don't worry, this won't be the last episode, because I still have a bunch of sketchbooks to go through. Look at all those. Oh man, how am I ever going to find the time? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short edition of Sketchbook Tours. Just finishing up this sketchbook here, and tune in next week. I try to keep the regular schedule of doing how to art tutorials on Mondays and doing sketchbook tours every Tuesday. And I know this video is a little late. It's like let's see, it's 12:56 in the morning on Wednesday. So yeah, but I have a good excuse. I was just really tired today. I did a lot of biking today, and after I got back, I just had to lay down, and I pretty much more or less crashed. And each time I tried to get up to be productive, my legs started to cramp up, and it was very uncomfortable. But all I had to do is rehydrate, ate some bananas to get some of that potassium, and yeah, it's been a pretty busy day. But I'll probably do like another story time to just like tell you guys more about it, and just give you more insight of like what's going on with my life, this and that. But anyway, yeah. So tune in next week on Tuesday for another sketchbook tour, and guess I'll check you guys later. Bye.